Okay, we got a house up in Williamsville that we've got a little galloper roof on the side that's rotted out. A lot of the downspouts on the house are running up on the lower roofs, and they were never diverted into the lower gutters. So we had a couple of issues. We were asked to come out and take a look at it. The homeowner's new here, and one of the things that is important is we got this ribbon board that's above the door. They've got a T1-11 siding that my guess was never flashed right. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking at the way that they did the trimmer on all these doors. They just took used a regular interior molding and painted it and used it for trimmer on all of these windows. So this ribbon board, which was an original 1x6, it could be new. I don't know. It's hard to tell because they may have shot over looking at these vents that this was built out another 3/4 of an inch. So that we very might have 2 layers of decking on here, or T1-11 on here. But you can see where the ribbon board's rotted out up against the wall, and the siding's been taking its toll. That siding should be about an inch above the roofing, and we should be able to see the step flashings. Siding was replaced where this piece of trim is, going all the way up to that window, somewheres along the line. Okay, over here at this little galloper, I unplugged this gutter. It was full. So we got this pine tree that really needs to come down because it's too close to the house. The roots are pushing on the foundation, and this gutter's been clogging up. They replaced this. They replaced this with OSB, which is soaking wet, and you can see the water just coming right out of that. So this actually has to be come apart and rebuilt. With that, we're going to have to deal with the wall flashing that goes up this little galloper. So once we get this pine tree down and get these gutters right, that's going to be a huge help, and to make sure it's proper into the drain tile. They are getting water coming in the basement at this corner. Okay, this gutter was never actually brought out past the end cap was never brought out past the eave, which it should have been. So in order to do that, this wood needs to be cut back so the end cap can come out here and catch all this gutter, because you got this little 2-inch piece of gutter which is constantly just beating on the ground right here. So the gutter should be doing its job, and it's not. Once that pine tree's down, the need for a helmet wouldn't be there. So we'll go around the front. The ground's really saturated pretty bad. And these are all old spike and furrow gutters too, so the water's trailing these spikes back to the fascia board. And again, we got these rake edges should be cut to extend those gutters past an inch, or half to an inch past the roofing. Should always be. Okay, let's go front. Okay, here we're up front. We got to replace this lower gutter. Something crushed this one over here. You can see it in the middle. And we want to take these 3 downspouts and bring in a nice straight brown downspout and deliver the uppers directly into the lower gutter, and possibly change this downspout to a 3x4, a bigger size downspout to relieve all the water and open up that drain tile a little bit better. Okay, so that's what we want to do there. We've got a drop tube that just delivers onto the roof there. We need to put an extension for it to come down into the lower gutter so it doesn't erode that. It wouldn't hurt just to replace these gutters because they're all spike and furrow anyways. This front window is in some really, it's been getting wet up above. So it's either coming in from the ribbon board on the Tudor style, or this flashing that we see rippled up wasn't proper. But this has been, somebody has doctored this up to try to hide it, that's for sure. But the window is no good anymore. And I would be suspect we're going to probably find some rotted header there. But getting back to the Tudor board, it's probably the same scenario on this Tudor that they have on the T1-11, and the upper was never flashed to the lower, so water is being pushed back into the framing of the house, which is dangerous. Okay, and over here on the left side, this little gutter here, all of this is going to have to be reworked. This tree needs to be cut back. I would be suspect that we're going to find this gutter's probably clogged up also. But the upper gutter, we have to deliver that into the lower gutter also and keep it from running on the roof. And there's the synopsis of the pine tree. If we can get this, when they come to do it, if we can cut one of these fence lines out. It looks like this front fence will come out, and they'll be able to carry their stuff through here. They do have an air conditioner to worry about, but this might be able to come apart. So we'll have to give Tree Guy a look at that. Okay. Okay, I just noticed that they also rebuilt this bottom edge here with the OSB like they did the back. They just nailed it underneath the soffit. So this sided wall right here, where this white line is, that's rotted out behind there. So we got the top probably foot of that wall is rotting, and the soffit's rotted. And that's just because of the poor direction of the gutters and possibly overflows. And of course that downspout was never delivered into the lower gutter. I don't even know if it is anymore, even yet. No, it's not. That downspout is just delivering right onto the roof. So that needs to go in the lower gutter.